Are you guys excited for some live action Avatar The Last Airbender news updates today? Well, what if I told you it was a good bit of news that we have to talk about today?
Nothing's quenchier. It's the quenchiest.
Okay, Sokka, relax, bro. It's not that serious. Gosh. What's going on, you guys? James here with some real news, and yes, another update. Actually, 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 updates are on the way today, guys, for the live action Avatar The Last Airbender series that is debuting on Netflix. Well, we don't really know when, but I would imagine sometime next year. And why do I think that? Well, that's because of some reports that came out recently, and we will talk about that, guys. But before we get into it, if it is your first time here at the channel, welcome to Real James, where we break down news like this all the time, talk about a lot of Avatar and Legend of Korra. So if you like that, go ahead and hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, and tap on that bell so you'll be the first one in the comments. Speaking of the comments, guys, let me know if you like this bit of news. Does it make you a little bit more optimistic for the live action series, or are you still on the fence? And if you haven't already, smash that thumbs up button, guys, if you enjoy Avatar The Last Airbender. Alrighty, y'all, well, let's get into the news, and these reports come from Avatar News, an outlet that, guys, has been reporting on everything Avatar and the Legend of Korra, and they've been doing a great job. And also a special shout out to Twitter user your boy Hanad for making me aware of the news. Now, guys, let's get into what this first article says about the casting details and filming date. I quote, "Today we have even more exciting news after the recent character age info," which we will talk about in a little bit, guys. The ethnicities associated with the 4 main characters are: Aang will be Asian, East Asian, or South Asian. Katara will be Native American, Indigenous, North American. Sokka will be also Native American, Indigenous, North American. And Zuko will be Asian, East Asian, or South Asian. And then there's a couple more lines that read, "I have more context now as well. Casting is beginning, and it's not open casting, it's the normal closed process through agencies. Filming is set to begin in November." So, guys, we have some really big nuggets of information to pull out from there. First of all, it is really important, to me at least, that they go ahead and cast actors and actresses that are going to be faithful to the source material. I was a little nervous that they might go the route of the live action Avatar The Last Airbender movie, which we of course hate, but thank goodness they will not be whitewashing this cast. I know some of you were worried in the comments of the last 2 videos, but thankfully I'm here to bring you the good news, basically, that we will not be getting a whitewashed cast. And I mean, this is just something that I'm looking forward to seeing the most. How do they nail the casting? And second, filming beginning in November means we will most likely get details of who has been casted in these legendary roles this year. And yeah, that sounds soon, but guys, if they're going to be filming in November, they're going to have to make a decision 2 months ahead of time. So while we might not get an official announcement until closer to that filming date, I can anticipate something coming out maybe a month before, because we get leaks all the time just like this. I'd also imagine that a lot of the wintry backdrops and locations will be filmed first, which could mean scenes devoted to Sokka and Katara. How amazing would it be, guys, if they just shoot on location for everything? Yeah, they're going to have to use green screen every now and then, but for all the major set pieces, shooting on location will give this series a bit of authenticity that I think the live action film was lacking. And now we're going to hop right into that second report from Avatar News that deals with the characters' ages. Remember back in February of this year where we did a video talking about how Sokka would be the younger brother and Katara would be the older sister? I was not on board with that. I am so glad that it sounds like, according to this report, they're reversing that decision. The article reports that Aang will be 12 years old, Katara will be 14, Sokka is going to be 16 years old, and originally in Avatar The Last Airbender he was 15, Zuko is going to be 17, originally 16 years old. Not a huge shift in the age differences there, but the most important thing is that Sokka is going to be older and Katara will be younger. Now this is a big deal, you guys, because if Katara was going to be older and Sokka younger, I think it really ruins the dynamic of Sokka's character arc, which is one that is so unique to him being older and Katara being younger, because in the original series, Sokka was always supposed to be more mature and trying to be big and bad, but it was Katara who was the glue for Aang and the gang throughout that series. Now I'm really glad they reversed that decision, and hopefully this will stick. And guys, we don't have a release date yet, but I do anticipate that with filming beginning in November, casting already starting, and these details trickling out, we might be getting this live action series late 2022. And I'm thinking that maybe if we're going to look at release windows, fall or winter 2022. That gives them enough time to shoot everything and hopefully get everything together. However, it's totally possible that at the beginning of 2023 is when we see this, if there are any reshoots. And when you couple this with Avatar Studios and the work they're going to be producing on Paramount Plus, we are eating as Avatar and Korra Korra fans, you guys. So if you want to continue being in the know, guys, and chatting with me about the Avatar universe, go ahead and hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, and tap on that bell so you'll be the first one again in the comments. Smash that thumbs up button. And speaking of the comments, guys, after you learn everything here, character ages, you have filming dates, casting details, how do you feel about the series, guys? Are you a little bit more optimistic, or, well, do you still feel a little down about it? Because there was a moment where I was down in the dumps about this series. But you know what? This news has made me a little bit more optimistic. Alrighty, y'all. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you at the next screening.